And hello, everybody! We are here with Mists of Ravenloft, episode 11, King of the Jungle. Things are super exciting right now. I mean, not right now, but they're about to be really exciting. Our heroes are in a monastery, and I'll do a little recap. But first, before I do a recap, before I get ahead of myself, let's go around and meet everybody. Unfortunately, we do not have our dear Magnus Deepshaft with us this week, as unfortunately, his computer died. So he should hopefully be back with us next week. But instead, we're going to start off with Shiny Pilot. How you doing? Who are you and who are you playing?
Doing good. I'm playing Ron, the lovable child who is stealing all the dolphin girls' hearts and having fun with his new adventure and friends stranded on an island of creepy critters. I'm doing good. Hopefully Ron's doing good. Look forward to playing him tonight, and I'll be a little bit in and out, so apologies to the viewers if the camera's a little weird sometimes, but I'm here just, bouncing, but look forward to it.
All right. And then Magnus, is in some catacombs underneath the monastery right now, and he's not here this week, so that only means good things for him. So we're just gonna skip over that whole bundle of joy and go on to Ambara.
Hello.
Meganosaurus. Who are you and who you playing?
That's me. I am Meganosaurus. I'm playing Ambara Vanastra, the divine soul sorceress who really is not comfortable with anything that's happened on this island so far and really wants to get off and away, and I'm just trying to survive until we can find a way off this island. That's my plan.
Yes. I would try to stick to that plan as best as you can. That's a good plan.
I'm trying.
All right. Speaking of people who are trying and doing their best, we have Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. with us today.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Elam D. Wood Jr., monster hunter and monster tour guide. And if I was on death row, my last meal would be turkey and dressing with canned cranberry sauce, and I prefer sweet cornbread to normal cornbread, and if that's a crime, then lock my ass up.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Elam D. Wood Jr. And we're going to go to, lastly, but certainly not least, Merrick Tenpenny.
Hi, I'm Deception Check. I do be playing the pirate, or not pirate, Merrick Tenpenny. I agree with Elam there. The sweet cornbread is the best, and if you don't like it, you're going to be walking the plank on my ship. I'm just, this episode, I'll be standing in front of a door with a bottle of hooch, staring at it, going, what's on the other side? Just a bit of a buzz. Not really drunk. I'm a pirate. I don't get drunk.
Pirates don't get drunk. That, of course, would never happen.
No.
So, to briefly recap what happened last week, Spooky Monastery, they were led there by Squirrel Girl, aka Sheila. They got to the monastery, they came up, didn't see anyone at first, went around, saw a library, Ron read some books, and Bar read some books. They found out some things. What? Dr. Fran is actually a former butcher of Barovia, and he's chopping people and animals up and mashing them together. That's crazy. Met with the monks. The monks seemed nice. Told about the Table of Life. Magnus wanted it, and then he heard about it, and then he saw it. He didn't really want it after that. Then they found out the monks are all mummies, and they're all undead, but they don't realize that they're undead, so they're not doing crazy evil undead stuff. They're just protecting this dangerous evil artifact. So it was getting pretty late, so they decided to accept the monks' hospitality, and they're staying at the Monastery of Lost Souls this evening. And Magnus wandered off down. He sleptwalked, actually. He didn't wander off. He sleepwalks frequently. And last time, he sleptwalked down into the catacombs underneath the monastery, where, I don't know, good number of more progressed undead mummy monks may or may not live. We'll maybe find out eventually. Who knows? Ambara's in the tub. Elam and Ron are in their room, and then Merrick is staring at a door with a bottle of hooch. So that is where we pick up. Let's pick up with Merrick. You're staring at this door. He said, I believe, I hate locked doors.
I do. And I've probably been standing there for about a quarter of the bottle, wondering whether or not I should just go ahead and open the door. I mean, I am a guest in these people's homes, but it's a mystery. I don't like closed doors, locked chests, closed chests, other people having things that I don't have. I don't like those things.
No.
So I'm kind of like try the handle.
It's unlocked.
smile just crosses his face. Push it open.
You push it open, and inside is this is the only area of the prison that actually doesn't look as immaculate as the rest. Prison. I said prison. I meant to say monastery. I don't have my PDF in front of me, and I read the word prison on a different document, and so prison came out.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to double check if that was a Freudian slip of some kind.
It's
Did
not,
I say prison?
I read the word prison at the same time I was saying in my brain monastery, and
I
the
meant
latter came out.
monastery.
Yeah, sure.
It's definitely a monastery. This is the least clean area you've seen of the monastery thus far. It is. Sorry. Never reading while speaking again. You're looking and it's the armory. There's some cobwebs on things. It's not dirty, but it's not as immaculate. It's your average level. Though we don't go into this room super often, kind of clean. So yeah, inside there is a bunch of, looks like mostly weapons. A lot of quarterstaffs, you notice. They haven't been touched in quite some time. There are a couple of things of interest. Let me find the spot in my document that says, there we go.
Looking around, I'm like, Elam, you be there.
Elam, you'd hear him.
Yo.
It's right outside. Yeah.
Got a copy of that?
Come here, please.
Lift the old painful up. Set it on my hip. Check out what's going on. Go through the door.
Yeah.
I found toys.
Ooh, look at you. You found the mother lode, my friend.
The door wasn't locked.
It wasn't.
I promise.
Well, why lock it? That's all these guys do. Sit around staring at one another.
Not talking.
Alright, so inside, there are a bunch of quarterstaffs. There's also a small chest. There is a few maces. There doesn't, and like a couple shields. There doesn't seem to be any swords. It's mace. It's more bludgeoning weapons. There's quarterstaffs. There's maces. There's some shields.
It's a very, very disappointed look just crosses Merrick's face.
It appears that also there is some. Looks like there was longbows at some point, but the strings have kind of rotted away with time. It doesn't look like they were very well maintained.
Do any of them look? Do they all just like your basic sort of thing, or do any look better than the others?
Give me a person.
I know it's dusty in here. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Don't inhale. You're talking too either. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, investigation. I can't perceive what's in there.
I mean, you're looking for specifically if something's better quality than something
Okay,
else, so
that's
it will be
fine.
investigation here.
15.
With a 15, you look around and you notice that the maces, there is a couple maces. One of them, in particular, is very nice quality. It appears to be made out of adamantine. It's an adamantine mace.
Look here. That do be looking like a good one.
Yeah, the rest of this isn't really my style.
Me either. I was hoping for something with a blade on it.
They're monks.
Weird though, what they had like enough for a small,
It looks
army
like you
and
could arm about 40 people with what's in here.
stash it all in a room.
They might have been militant at one time, but I think they've given that up.
Well, good times. Can't really sell it though. I don't want to haul it all,
Well, that one right there does look special. But since no one really uses it, maybe we should leave it alone. But this chest here, I wonder what be in there.
There you go. I mean, what, does Magnus use a mace?
That's a good question.
Deep shorts? High pockets? Does he use a mace?
You guys don't know. He
Can't
probably
remember.
could. He has a shield. You usually pair mace with a shield.
I'll walk over to the chest while we're chatting.
Mm-hmm. It's just a very small wooden chest.
Of course it is. I take the hilt of my short sword and I see if I can lift the lid.
It appears to be stuck. So either
Not
it's
locked.
it's either locked or stuck. You can't you're getting the sword at it. The lid's not coming up.
Okay.
It's either locked or a little jammed.
All right. Can I look at it to see if it's locked or jammed?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception it is.
I appreciate watching somebody in a moment of pure joy. I can tell you're having the time of your life right
No,
now.
I love chests and hidey hold things.
So with perception check, it looks like the wood has just kind of swelled a little bit, maybe from humidity of being in. You don't think it's been opened in quite some time. Maybe it's the humidity of the kind of jungle environment it's currently at. The wood is swelled, and that's why it's not opening.
So what is it that you find that you like? I mean, I love chests and hidey hole things and loot and whatnot. But what is it that drives you there, Elam?
I used to sit in the deer blind all night and all day and wouldn't sleep, just listening to everything, listening to all the wildlife. And that's pure joy, being one with nature and knowing that life is right there in front of you. And if you need to take some of it, to hunt something, the thrill of that, to enjoy it, that's part of it. And that's a magical thing. And I was raised to believe that. And one day all the animals went silent. And that's when my life fell apart. And I would like to get back to hunting something worth hunting, frankly. I think I've been treating all this as a little vacation. And I don't know. I'm getting bored.
Well, that took a turn. I was just seeing what made you happy. Sorry.
Did I get carried away?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I understand though, because I get that way on the ship sometimes. Climb up to the crow's nest and just sit above everything, the wind blowing in your hair, and I'm just seeing the horizon, sun coming up, sun going down, that sort of thing.
Wind blowing your hair, sure. Yeah.
It's quiet. It's good. It's nice.
Yeah.
And as I'm talking, I'm taking the sword blade and I'm kind of sliding it into the crack and then trying to wedge it. So it pops open.
It's not hard to do. It just takes you a couple minutes because it's like.
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's
just chatting over my shoulder, like I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Just blah, 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 talking with Evelyn.
All right, so you pop it open, and inside, it's got you notice it's got some of like the necklaces, like the emblem of the order, on it, along with some old, almost tattered, almost rotting fabric because it's been in this chest for so long. Also with the, kind of the emblem on it, and a potion. You find a small vial.
What color is the potion?
Red.
Tell me something, Elam. I'm not really from around this area, but how active are the gods around here? I mean, are they really like vengeful types, or are they more handoffish?
All the people I was around, real obsessed with some kind of. They had one, it was like a wind spirit, god of the harvest kind of a thing, Lord, same old whatever. But I have not seen a wrathful god with my own eyes. No, sir. It's awfully quiet.
All right, because there's a holy symbol here, and pilfering something like that might piss off the wrong people at the wrong time. But this here potion, though, I'm sure it won't be missed.
Well, I think that's all yours, pal. That's finders keepers,
Yeah. I invited you in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we're on. I think it's safe to say we've been on an adventure for a while. And, no fool would pass up a bottle of red liquid when they don't know what the hell it does. Who knows?
My curiosity is piqued. Yes.
There you go. It's fun to watch,
Slide it into my pocket.
You live life by your own terms. And I admire that.
And I'm not really from around here, so I'm kind of hoping that when I go back, all this will be behind me. But who knows?
Sure.
I'm sure if we asked, they'd give it to us anyway. So, I mean, it's not like we're taking it.
No. I think they were giving out red potions, at lunch.
That was wine.
Oh, was that what that was?
Yeah. It's all right.
Wedding.
Look, so he's like, takes one last look around the armory, grabs that mace,
Okay.
walks over, walks back, just walks out of the army, after he closes the door, puts the mace on Magnus's bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was laying in it when you left the room, and now he's empty.
It doesn't bother me.
Unmade.
He wanders.
He does.
I don't go down to the end of the hall, though. I think Embara has taken a bath. I'm sure she'll gut you for walking in unannounced.
I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I know
Although if I
that.
had a scrying spell, haha.
Hey, all right, now you're gonna get us all in trouble. She's hearing us, Ambara. He said that, not me. I do
Whatever.
not know the lengths of her powers and abilities.
Do I hear any of this?
You're
Probably.
Let me look
I'm not being quiet.
Let me look at this. Give me a perception check, Empar.
Elam is shouting.
You heard
Voices
he
were
said
raised.
that, not me. Yeah, you heard it.
Yeah, you heard it.
You're in the tub. And you heard it.
I just kind of... Is there a door? I'm assuming the door's closed. Yes.
Most of these rooms don't have doors, but have curtains.
Okay.
The armory did have a door, you're guessing, so because there's weapons in there. But there's a curtain and it is closed.
Okay, alright. Well, I just kind of roll my eyes and ignore them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you're having, Ron is, you hear him snoring. He is passed out, plumb tuckered out. He had a long day. Embara, you have a nice soak. Do you do anything after? You get all cleaned up. It feels so good.
So much better. While I'm in the bath, can I attempt to speak to someone?
Sure.
Can I make that check and see if
Yeah.
she's around?
You may most certainly do so.
Alright. Arcana, right?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. No.
No, it's like busy tone. Like, it's actually, you're like, let me reach out. Oh, no, not happening. No.
Alright, well, this is very strange
Actually,
for
you
me.
start talking for a while, you're like, yeah, and then you're like, wait. There's no connection on the other side.
Oh, damn. That awkward moment.
Yeah, that awkward moment.
Yeah, so after that, I'll probably just get dressed again, make sure, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, make sure, there we go. Make sure my sleeves are all the way down to my wrists and everything, and I'm going to head to, I don't know, I'm just gonna wander around.
Okay. Where are you wandering? I'm gonna put you guys, like, in the general vicinity. You guys are in these rooms down here.
Okay.
Your bath was down there. Magnus is somewhere.
And so which way did we come in?
You guys came in through the temple, but there is stairs that lead downstairs, and that leads to the Hall of Necessity.
Okay. Can I wander outside?
Yeah.
Can I see like what's going on out there?
Yeah, you can wander outside. It's
Yeah.
just out into the courtyard.
Yeah, just out into the courtyard, and it's not far to like the cliff edge, right?
No, not at all. There is a wall that goes around it, but there is, in the temple, there's actually a balcony that overlooks the cliff edge.
Oh, well then I'll go there.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You're on the balcony.
Do I have to pass the table?
You do.
Ugh.
No, you don't have to get like up on the dais, but you have to walk past it. When you walk inside, you notice that there's actually more monks in here now than there was at the Vespers that evening. And they all have their hoods drawn up. It appears that they're meditating.
I try to be as quiet as possible so I don't disturb them.
Yeah, they don't. You get like you may see a couple hoods turned towards you, but they're not bothered by your presence. It doesn't seem.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Give
Then
me
yeah, I'm gonna.
a perception check though,
Okay.
as you're just passing by these monks.
18.
These monks, you didn't see any of them during dinner or throughout the day. These ones, notice that their robes are a bit more tattered and worn, and they have, like, their skin and is just drawn to their bones. These appear to be, maybe they've been at the monastery for quite a long time. Maybe, and you notice that, the door that led down, that was like barred and locked earlier, was open. So maybe the brother did say that some people go down to the catacombs to sleep. Maybe these are some of those monks come up for their vespers.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, these appear to be much more mummified.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of tuck that little nugget of information into my brain and go up to the balcony.
Yeah. You look out over the balcony, and it is, you can't actually quite see all the way straight down because you are above cloud level. These are very high mountainous cliffs that you are on.
Okay.
You look down, and it's like 500 feet.
Oof.
It's 500 feet down.
Okay, if I look, like, out, can I see, is there any, like, break in the cloud coverage? Can I see out, like, into the ocean kind of thing?
Yeah, you could see into the ocean, especially on the side that's not over the island as much.
Okay.
Because you're kind of, like, on this cliff, like, they're on the corner, so you kind of look all around and kind of see.
I don't see any boats or anything. It's, like, pretty much dead.
I'll let you keep the same perception check. You kind of, like, look over, you don't see any boats out on the water. No.
Nothing of interest out there.
Not really. You can see the shoreline really well. You can see, over the island in a couple spots, there appears to be little dots of campfire.
Interesting. Okay, then if I don't see anything of interest, I'll probably just wander around outside for a while and then head back.
Okay. Alright. So you head back. Merrick and Elam are in the room. Ron's asleep, snoring loudly. Magnus isn't there. You saw him, like, pass... Like, you saw his, like, feet walk past your curtain when you were taking a bath, and you haven't seen him.
Okay.
Boop. Does everyone just go to sleep for the evening?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Probably. I gotta. Yeah.
Okay. You have anything?
I got a thing. I was thinking he could chat up the one monk that talks.
Mm-hmm.
If he had occasion to.
You could probably get him in the morning. He's, he at least said they're all going to bed, so.
Sounds good.
Alright. Everyone goes to sleep. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You wake up and it's morning! It's a beautiful morning down at the monastery.
I think Merrick would have gotten up early this morning. It's a strange place, doesn't move. It's stranger than most. So he probably would have gone down into the courtyard outside the building and then done his morning routine.
Okay, yeah. You go out there, do your morning routine.
Yeah.
I'm up too. I'm restless. And nightmares.
I think Ambara will follow Merrick.
You guys got a really good night's sleep. You feel very well rested after having stayed at the monastery.
Like we slept like the dead.
Ha!
Felt like it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the consecrated ground for the first time since, I don't know, a long time. Who knows? Who's to say the reason y'all slept so good? But y'all slept really well. So well, Ron's still asleep. And Magnus is also asleep. He's on his bed, but he's completely wrapped up in bandages. Head to toe.
Like a burrito, or like he got severely burned all over his body.
Yeah.
There's no, like, blood or seepage, or anything. Actually, there is a little bit of, like, gray ooze kind of coming out between a few of the bandages.
Seepage.
That's not pleasant. Merrick would pretend to ignore that, or he would ignore that and just walk.
Is it his humors?
If you ask him, he says, beauty treatment. And he goes back to sleep.
Such a strange man.
He's a weird dude. All right.
So yeah, Merrick goes outside and does his...
So he mutters something about a mud mask. But he doesn't get up.
I met weird people before. There's this guy at the church this town lived in named Terry. You know how every church has like a guy with a club foot who's got the keys to everything? And,
Sure.
Yeah, well, they all got one, and Terry's just a weird dude, you know, but not as weird. Let me tell you something. That's Magnus Deep Shaft. That's a special kind of privilege breed somebody that weird, and you know, I take my head off. Were that we all lived life so boldly. Talking about him like he's dead. Looks like he's fine. He's sleeping. It's weird. Magnus, get up.
No.
Get up, son. It is 9 a.m. at least.
Mm.
I don't know what to do. I'm not in the habit of... I'm not going to poke him or anything.
All right. So you're greeted that morning by the father again, Father Millhouse, and he says, I hope you all slept well last night.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes. We did. Very
Good.
Comfortable.
Excellent. Well, we are going to have our morning meal served shortly. You're more than welcome to stay if you'd like, or you may continue on your way. It's up to you. Hospitality is extended.
Gotta be the air up here. You know?
I'm not sure about my friends, but I think maybe we should just grab a bite to go and then get out of here. We don't want to take any more of your time, Father.
Certainly, whatever you wish. We do not get guests often, but we do have many daily duties that need attending, so whichever you prefer. I can have some provisions packed for you all, if you would like.
So we're like eating, and I'm like, you know, you may have told us already, and I may have I slept since then. What do y'all do all day? You know, you look at the table. You know, it's like, what are you up to? You're studying it, and is there like, you know, do you do experiments of your own of some type? You know, what's up?
We study the table and those of us and the works of those who have studied it before, in an attempt to figure out how to destroy and or conceal for certain, and possibly destroy such a relic, evil. And of course, we believe knowledge is to be shared, and therefore much transcription work in the library. We have copied thousands of tomes, and we will actually be gifting you with a few of them as you leave, as we believe some knowledge is meant to be shared with the world. And we also, of course, maintain the monastery, and we practice, typically, about midday, some movements in case the need should arise for us to defend the table.
Defend it.
Yes, against those who wish to steal it and use it for evil.
Oh, right. Steal the table. Let me ask you a question. In all of your, what do we know? We've fought what? puppet people, right? You guys remember the puppet people, little ones? Turned us into puppets.
Strange.
It's weird. For like what, 6 hours.
It was a strange day.
So there's the puppets, and then there was the Kraken, right? Big
Soul
guy,
Kraken.
soul Kraken, right?
Good
Not just
heavens.
any Kraken, but a soul Kraken.
Transparent.
Rip your goddamn head right off of you.
Sounds horrible.
It's bad. And then we get here, and it's beast. People. Can you pass the butter? And it's beast people.
Sure.
Thank you. And this is great, by the way. Anyway, beast people. I met a squirrel girl. Anyway, that's weird. But I'll tell you.
That's not so weird.
Oh no, you weren't weirded out by the squirrel girl.
No.
I didn't get a weird vibe from her either, other than the fact that she's one of Dr. Fran's spies.
Oh, there's that. Oh, spy? For sure, spy.
Yes.
Well, either way, I mean, I have a complicated relationship with squirrels. There's a karmic penalty probably for what I've done to the population of squirrels on this earth. So the point is, I have something I was going to ask you about.
Yes.
Vampires.
Vampires.
Vampires. We know about vampires.
I believe we might have a novel or two on those undead. We know there are greater undead, and they actually have a will of their own to use, and they're not just they're not mindless like zombies or skeletons. They're not merely reanimated corpses. They have sentience and wills of their own. They are greater undead. It would be classified as.
Well,
They
I know
drink
they
blood.
drink
That's
blood,
not
right?
my
Dominate the
specialty.
minds of men.
Yes, they do that as well, I believe.
Turn into a vapor, right?
Oh, wait, I'm not quite
Clean
sure.
to
I've
that.
not. The undead are not my topic of study. I've devoted my life to artifact work.
The table, right?
I'd suggest you expand your horizons in that direction, I think.
All right, we have a couple here who who are more interested in the undead. Currently, it's not official mealtime, so maybe I'll ask them about it at breakfast or dinner sometime.
I think that'd be wise.
Yes.
Just one of those things managed to turn the whole fucking town on its ear in a matter of a few weeks, man.
Yeah, I can imagine surprise finding out all the people you knew and were talking to were undead. Quite surprising.
It would be
Right.
quite a shock, I can imagine. Sorry.
Yup.
Yep.
That wouldn't it?
I would imagine it'd be quite a shock.
I'm just gonna have to. I was in the middle of my role here. Who's undead? Here?
No, just speaking.
No, there's no undead here.
These fine monks here are just suffering from a phage of some kind, right, Father?
Yes, we believe it's skin rot from the tropical condition, as we're used to in
Right.
alpine environment.
I mean, if it was undead, it would be a completely different situation and very unconcerting. So it
I
must
think
be
we
a
would
phage.
know if we had a zombie infestation on our hands.
Right.
Or vampires.
That's why we're leaving, so they can continue their good works.
Or mummies.
Mommies? Look, here's the thing. Doesn't that make them great? They are not alive. They're sentient, right? You use that word. Doesn't that make them
Make who?
Who?
greater undead? The monks that you're telling me, the guys downstairs. That's what you're saying, right?
Look, I believe our friend Elam is a bit confused at the
Him.
moment. Why don't we just go ahead and pack up this breakfast and head on
Very
out?
confused.
There
Perhaps he
is.
had some nightmares. Would you like us to look at him? We have a bit of medical
No,
experience.
no, it'll be all right. Elam, maybe you need a little fresh air. Here, have some more butter.
need to
some
make-
more butter.
I don't mind. This is good, but
Don't ask where they churn it from.
the air is thin. Have you? I feel like a dryness.
The
Are you
air
dry?
is a bit thinner up here rather than down in the
Altitude.
jungle.
I've got like a drainage, like a dryness. I can't shake it. So I'm just, y'all are freaking me out. I'm just saying that I respect him. That's fine if they're having trouble with their, unlife, the phage thing. I get that.
The skin
right?
rot, yes.
Skin rot, right?
Yes.
That I get. That's a
Unfortunate affliction.
topical issue. Look.
Oh, here's your packed lunch, and you see, like, a monk's brought it in, and it's like a little picnic basket. And he hands it over to you
I'm
all.
like looking really carefully at these monks.
I thank you. That looks tasty.
Did you wash your hands before you made me a sandwich? Was that rude? I like that was rude.
The monk
That's a little rude.
nods.
I like leave the room.
Okay.
Father, I apologize. Elam he's
Perhaps
had some things in his history that
he's not. He seems a bit confused. Perhaps he's not used to being
I
at such an altitude.
Come back into the room. I'm not stupid. Okay?
I never insinuated you were.
They're sick. I get it. I'm being respectfully asking about vampires. That's all I was doing. And I leave the room.
All right, you leave the room. They give you a packed lunch, and they walk you to the elevator. And they like wheel you guys down. They wheel Magnus down first. There is 4 sheep waiting for him at the bottom, still tied together. He is like, he like takes a few steps and then is laying on the sheep again, all wrapped up in his mud mask treatment.
it's not strange. Does Ron go down with him?
Yes, Ron does go down with
Okay.
him, and then the 3 of you can go down. That's the sound effect of the crank and the pulley.
So, Elam, sorry to stop your conversation there, but those monks are living in denial. And while I don't think they're vampires, I don't also think that they know exactly what they are.
Well, I don't know exactly what they are either, but I'll tell you, they didn't try to eat me when I walked in
Right.
and shared a meal with them. So, I understand that it's a complex issue. Life, unlife, re-life, whatever, I have a little headache. I have like a tension headache sometimes. And so I feel like I've been treating this like a vacation, and I'm gonna end up going crazy up here on a goddamn mountain with a bunch of not zombies,
Mummies.
greater undead according to that guy, mummies.
We think, at least.
I'm gonna count to 10,
Speculation.
y'all. I'm just gonna count to 10.
Embara, you've been awfully quiet since this morning.
Oh, and they gifted you each with a copy of 2 copies each of the history of Markovia, one for yourselves and one to gift to others so that they may be warned of this island.
I leave mine in the basket.
Okay.
I'm not eating that sandwich.
Oh, good, I'll have yours.
You do it. You help yourself, pal.
But Embara, you've been quiet today. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's just fine, Marek.
Well, what are your thoughts on our hosts?
I think they were very kind and gracious, and they accepted us in without any question, and they gave us a decent amount of information. I have no issues with them. I'm a bit concerned for them, considering they're being turned into undead, unwillingly and unknowingly. But it doesn't seem to be affecting them other than the fact that, they live forever. So...
That's the worst that's going to happen. Sit around. I love that he's been staring at that table for however long. They still haven't figured out how to break it.
It's nearly indestructible. You can, I mean, if you have any hint of magical inclination, you can feel it.
No, I get it. Yeah. I'm saying I stare at something that long.
You might turn undead too.
More about it. Well, yeah, apparently. That's exactly. Get the skin rot. You can't solve that one single. Okay. I'm all stressed out, y'all. This is something. me shoot something.
Oh, Embara, could you take a look at this? Do you know much about potions?
Not
I take
as,
out the little potion I found.
not as much as I'd like, but I can take a look at it. I can see what I can do.
Give me
I happened across this last evening.
Sure.
Arcana check to identify it. Just don't roll a nat one this time. There you
22.
go. It's a health potion. A potion of healing.
A little one,
Yeah, just a regular one.
just regular. This is a potion of healing. It should be quite useful.
I think so.
Hmm.
You seem to take a lot of damage on your own there. A lot of chances. Would you want to keep it yourself?
I mean, I have my own forms of healing. I'd prefer to give it to someone that I wouldn't be able to get to quickly.
All right, fine.
I
That's
do
back is fine.
appreciate it, though. Perhaps Ron would be a better choice.
He's been a bit strange the last day or so,
He
Is kissing dolphin women, so...
and we don't know what he did with the seal men either.
He
I
didn't
don't
do that.
don't know.
No.
Quite a pot of fish there to
So Ron is tired as well, and you see he's like curled up on the sheep next to Magnus.
Like, Ron, did you make out with the seal man?
Shoo. Shoo. Shoo.
it's gotta be a yes. Yeah, I'm taking that as a yes.
Oh, we're there at one time or another.
I don't think we were.
You know, those long sailing voyages.
Never made out with a seal man in the dark?
No.
No? Neither have I.
So you
He has,
guys
though.
are at the bottom of this, you're kind of walking away from the monastery a little bit. And give me perception checks.
Okay.
Just, you know, for no
I
reason.
like this music.
This has been the monastery music the whole time.
This is perfect for this. All right.
Well, everyone, we're going to have to decide what to do because our good friends are at Dr. Friends.
As you say that, you look up ahead and you see two forms moving in your direction. They don't appear to be well.
25 perception. What do I see?
Yeah, that's how you're able to see them. They come out, kind of come out of the bushes a little bit more, and you see what almost looks like a broken bundle being supported by old Singe. As they approach, you see it like it's not a bundle of fabric, it's staggering. You see it's Lucky. Her bones are showing through parts of her arm and leg. It looks like they've almost been melted and warped. She's wearing tatters of rags that used to be her clothing and flesh. Her face isn't that of her face anymore. It's that meshed with a great black cat. And
Motherfucker!
Oh, that was fast.
And Singe sees you all up ahead, and he's like, "Help! Please help!"
I will run over there to Singe.
Yeah, with horrifying clarity, you recognize exactly what these are, Merrick. You recognize these people. Singe has a couple of like deep gashes in his like arm and shoulder, and like back a little bit, but he's like helping Lucky.
Singe, tell me what's up. Lucky?
Doctor,
What's
Lucky tries to say something, but the only thing that comes out is like a gargle, like she can't form words. And Singe is, Doctor, he's out of breath. He's been running for quite some time. You'd think, it's Dr. Fran. He's gone mad. Lucky burned herself making breakfast, and he said he'd tend to it, but it's not what happened. I heard screams, and I by the time I came in, it was too late. I'd gotten her off. The captain, he escaped, but I wasn't able to save Lucky in time.
Where be the captain? You said he escaped.
I don't know. He ran into the jungle. He
Right.
kind of like
Hey, sit-
collapses
sit
down
here.
to his knees. He's just like once you kind of grabbed Lucky, he just kind of like collapses over as he's been supporting her because you
Like,
know this
he's
is a good
waiting for
half
Ambar.
day's
Ambar,
journey.
see what you could do for Lucky. It's the doctor got to her.
Yeah, all right. Sure. I don't. Yeah. What can I tell about Lucky?
It looks as if, gauging on what you've seen of the broken ones so far, it looks like this is someone, if you had to guess, someone who's like in the halfway transition point. Like, the surgery wasn't finished, the experiments was still going on when it was interrupted. You know that she is barely clinging to life in this state. You're not sure if she's gonna make it, actually. She's real bad off. You're thinking
No, go ahead.
that
Chase music.
Oh no! Oh God, not that! Duh.
that she doesn't look good. She might not make it. And
do I feel like there's anything I can do right now to help her?
she is in immense amounts of pain. You think if you cast healing on her right now, the way like healing magic works, it like accelerates. This isn't so much as she needs healing so much as she needs surgery or doctoring at this point, because she's got like part of her skull you can tell has been removed, and like one of the ears of the panther's skull is in its place, and that eye that's on that side is that of the cat's rather than hers.
Oh man. So like Elam like goes up really close and like puts a hand close to it, like looks at her really close, then looks at Ambar. I shakes his head. She's not gonna make it.
You think the only thing that could possibly save her is
The table.
maybe the table, some try to get some surgery on her, or to just put her out of her misery, as something has to be done soon or she's just going to die painfully.
Okay, I'm like face to face with her, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm checking her out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to.
She's kind of like spasming a little bit. You could, because like one of her hands, it looks like a paw was going to be attached to it, so it's just like a lump of twisted bone about the halfway down the arm. It looks almost as if it had been melted off to a certain extent. And
Okay, I'm gonna message her, but while I message her, I'm gonna speak out loud as well, so
Mhm.
everybody can hear it. Lucky, you have a choice. You can end this existence now, or we could take you to someone who could possibly help. I can't guarantee it will fix the problem.
You wait a moment for her response, and then you just hear in your mind, "End it."
All right. I will pull out
Sounds-
my.
You
My
could like
dagger?
almost feel the pain in your mind as her response comes through.
I will pull out my dagger,
What are you
And-
doing, Ambar?
with my
I put my hand on Merrick's chest.
with my extensive
fuck are you
knowledge.
doing?
I'm going to end her as painlessly as possible.
Okay.
And put her out of her misery.
All right, you're gonna have to hold Merrick back because you haven't said anything about this yet, Ambar. I just see you pull
No,
out a
I-
dagger and go
I
for
s-
him.
I did speak the question out loud.
Right,
and
but
you
we
guys
didn't
do
hear the
know
answer.
that.
Yeah.
No, you did, but
I
So
break.
Merrick is
I brace
about to
Merrick.
bull rush one Elam T. Wood Jr.
No, I brace Merrick.
All right.
Too far gone. It's over. She's been turned into a puma. Can't survive the process. Body's rejecting all that puma got
Take her
shoved
to
into her.
take her to the fucking table.
she doesn't want that. She wants it done, and I'm going to respect her wishes.
And then she'll be a
Right.
weird mummy.
Gonna
Turns
do it.
away
And that's no way to live.
and starts heading directly to Dr. Fran's compound.
Okay. So
Now you're talking.
you pull out your dagger. How to end this as painlessly as possible? You would imagine, probably like the neck, the jugular, just a bleed out would be faster than pretty much anything else at this point. She's already so far gone. You don't even have to make a roll. You kind of you're kind of like half holding her. Take the dagger. Slit the throat, and
I'm looking around for Squirrel Girl too.
Give me a perception check.
20.
And you kind of feel the relief shudder through her body as she kind of passes on. And Singe, like, takes off his little cap that he has on and is just holding it. He's got some tears coming down.
Oh, Ambara's definitely crying.
Singe kind of gets up and says, I don't know how we can bury her, but... and he kind of tries to clear his throat a bit. He'll kind of walk over and kind of take her from you.
Singed, I think the best bet for you right now is to get in that basket and go up and wait with the monks until we deal with this down here.
All right. He'll kind of get to the basket. You're able to ring it, and he goes, what should I tell them?
The truth.
Right. And, the basket kind of comes down, and you see them go up.
Ambar is going to stand and look at probably her blood-soaked hands, and then follow Merrick.
Merrick's looking in the woods right now as he's heading in that direction. I want to find that fucking Squirrel Girl.
All right. You don't see her right away, but with the 20 perception, after walking for about a half hour from the monastery, you see shapes kind of moving in the bushes, multiple shapes.
He's not really walking. He's kind of like, it's that half jog. Like
yeah, the super power walk where it's like, I'm not jogging, but I'm definitely not just power walking.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got my sword out. I'm not talking right now.
All right. So you kind of see multiple shapes kind of get around the woods and the woods / jungle around you.
Okay, you're saying multiple shapes. Like, are they starting to like fan out?
You see them on either side of kind of the path you're on.
How many shapes?
It looks like there's about 10 or so, but it's hard to tell. They're pretty stealthy. You only just saw them. But a couple moments later, after you notice them and you start to count, you see several of them kind of step out. They have weapons as well, but they don't appear to have aggressive posturing like those first broken ones that you saw. You see that there's about 15 or so of them, 15, maybe 20, and they all kind of come out around you guys on the path.
20 of them are definitely going to change exactly what I was going to do, but 5 of them, 10 of them maybe, 20. Merrick sort of stops, waits for everyone else to get there.
Yeah, Ambara and Elam, you catch up pretty quickly, and you see that there's about 20 broken ones here, and they begin to part, and you see, riding up on a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
God damn it!
This massive man. He's got the face of a lion, the body of a man. He has. You also notice that these broken ones have actual forged weapons. They're all old, they're rusty, they look scavenged, but they're not like the sticks and the stones and the slingshots that you saw the other ones have. These look more militarized. And you see this big lion man come forward through this circle of mongrel folk. And he's got, let's see, he's got some broad chest muzzle. His eyes are definitely that of a predator. He has very sharp eyes, and he notices all of you, and he's even looking amongst his own ranks. He smiles and gets off the rhino, which you recognize to be Rhino. And
Fucking rhino.
Rhino actually has like war paint all down his sides. And he looks pretty badass right now, actually.
Merrick is like literally tapping his foot right now, just like.
And this person approaches you. He's about 7 feet tall, and he says, "I am Akanga. We must talk."
Big fucking deal. You're in my way. I'm going to kill Dr. Friend. Move.
You wish to kill the doctor, then our
Aye, there's no
goals
wish in here.
are
The bitch
aligned.
wants to die.
Excellent. You will join my army then, and we will fight the doctor.
Fuck you. You'll join my army. We're going now.
Give me an intimidation check.
Of course I would roll a 5.
Where's that 20?
He looks like down at you. Does he speak for all 3 of you, or all 5 of you? It's the sheep come up with Merrick and Ron.
All right. I like look at Ambara, shrug. Ho Kanga. Well met. He's a little upset, you know. We've had a long couple of days. Dr. Friend will die today.
Good. That was my plan as well. I've stationed my army around his fortress. The siege has already begun.
Army.
Yes. I own a third, maybe a half, of the liberated ones here on this island.
All right. Well, during all that, we're gonna try and sneak in and take this guy out right in the house.
Oh, sneaking in is not an option at this point.
No?
No. Our assault began early this morning, and the walls have been burned down. He has holed himself up in his house.
Fucking burn it down.
That is the plan. Only problem is we have to get close enough.
You burnt the walls. There's no walls now.
Was he
No,
shooting at you?
but the Master of Pain has an army of his own. We have to break through those ranks.
Have you ever heard of an arrow? Put fire on the end, shoot it from a long distance, burn the whole fucker without getting close. You're new to this shit, are you?
Not due to warfare. We have limited materials and supplies.
Do you have sticks?
Yes.
Do you have string?
No.
Straight?
There's a frickin' crashed boat right off of your area there. There's shit all over it.
Yes, there's
lots
also
of root.
a kraken in there.
Use
All
that.
right, let's back up a bit. Do you know what a spear is? Or a javelin?
Yes. We have tried that, but we are not within range of the house to light it on fire. You do not know the situation. Do not presume to know my tactics.
Nah, fuck you.
Okay. All right. He's real upset. It's nice to finally meet you, right?
I'm just wondering if he's such a big frickin' general, why the hell is he over here and not at the fight?
He needs us, right? Came to get us, right?
Oh, he's got half the army on the island. He's awesome. He's got everything he needs. He's got our fucking rhino.
Where were you going? Were you going to the monks?
I was not going to the monks, per se. I sent my forward troops this morning. I've received reports throughout the day, and now I am bringing in what the Master of Pain believes to be his troops. These are people who have converted recently. He does not expect them to turn against him, and therefore he will not expect this assault. He does not think I have the power to infiltrate his stronghold. This will be a surprise.
There you go. Right? I don't have a problem with that. Ambara? They ride on him today. You know, want to go watch?
You are either with him, or you are with me.
Oh, I'm with you. Anybody?
We're with ourselves, but for today, for the moment. We will help you with Dr. Fran.
There you go. I like that.
And for the day we ride together. Agreed? He will die.
Sure.
Right.
I'm like giving the two of you a weird look. Like really? No? Like, not.
Mara just killed somebody. She's
You
not
guys are
dead.
both like so hardcore.
Fuck with my crew.
He didn't fuck with your crew.
This guy's just a fucking jumped up kitty cat.
Do you say that?
No, I'm saying that to them. at
Okay.
table.
Okay.
I'm not saying that in front of
it
him.
was
Right
in
now-
it was in voice and not in like
He's just
table voice, so that's
staring.
why I had to ask.
He's staring at him. He's not talking to this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't believe the dice screwed me on that intimidation.
Oh, it was a DC like at least 20 for him too.
It didn't matter. It's die roll of 5. That's just.
He
I
was
was
not intimidated.
robbed.
No, not with this guy. This guy.
Is he currently on Rhino?
He's currently standing next to him. He's got his he has human hands, but the retractable claws the lions have. So he's got
Now-
his hand on him.
I do have a very strong bond with Rhino.
You do.
Can I be like, come here kind of thing?
Give me an animal handling check. It's been a little
Ugh.
bit.
Ugh, this is gonna go so bad. Oh, 20!
Oh!
So you see Rhino kind of. He doesn't come to you, but he kind of like gives you that happy Rhino look.
Okay.
He appears to be, like, you know his kind of temperament. He appears to be perfectly calm right now. Like, he's cool with Akanga.
Okay.
He's not like,
Rhino's-
I don't want to be here. He's not
Yeah.
having that attitude.
He's not like how he was on the ship.
No, not at all.
Okay, okay. If he's cool with Akanga, I'm mildly okay with it for now.
All right. And so, he says, we're only aware of your presence here. We thought you were still with the Broken Ones. But we captured a spy, and you see a couple of them bring out Sheila.
This bitch.
Ah, there we go. And let me tell you something. You need her dressed for dinner. I know just how we'll do it.
No.
No? I'm just messing you there. I don't feel like flaying anybody today. That'd be weird, right? Still, though, she did rat us out. It's homicide music.
And so he kind of gets back onto Rhino, and he says, we go at once. And all of the Broken Ones kind of just immediately start to follow him and ride, and will climb, walk, crawl, however they get about after him towards the manor.
Do, what's his name? Do I see Felix?
You do not see Felix.
Okay. I remembered his name, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, then I guess Ambara at least will follow.
All right.
Yeah, we follow with great interest. But if he's barricaded himself, you know, I want to try and get a little high ground while we're on our way there. Climb something.
Okay, yeah, for sure. There are plenty of trees that you could climb to try. Once you're within, you know, like eye distance of looking.
Well, like Batman, you were like mid sentence talking to me, and then like I'm gone up a tree.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
All right. Give me a perception check.
I love a good siege the compound montage. Whoa, we're throwing rocks tonight here, people. What's going on?
Wow. All right. So with that perception check, it's not intimidation. With that perception check, you look out and you can see the smoking ruins of what was once the wall surrounding Dr. Fran's compound. and it is just piles of ash where they once stood. You can start kind of see some smoke still kind of wafting up. You also see about 50 or so broken ones kind of within that ring of ash, just like waiting. It looks like they drove off the forward assault after the walls got burnt down. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Huh. So they're holding it.
And you said there are about 20 with us.
About 20 with you guys. Now that you're kind of traveling with them, you see there's about 25.
Hmm.
And he said
Much
there
for half.
was 30 in the forward assault. So if they got driven back, there's probably some still around, but depends on how it went. You guys are waiting for a scout to run back to you guys. Find out that there is about 10 perished. Like they were making great, they were almost in, and then reinforcements came to Dr. Fran, and they got driven rather than pushing forward and accepting more loss because they knew backup was coming. They kind of retreated temporarily. So you're about 45 strong right now, without
And we never-
including you guys and Akanga.
And we never found like a secret entrance or like a, like a tunnel or some kind of cool.
Just that one dip in the wall, but the wall's gone, so.
Right. All right, I climb back down. Tell them what I saw and be like, okay, didn't the guy say army? Didn't Kanga use the word army a few minutes ago? Anybody?
did.
Am I crazy? How many? What, we got 25, 30 guys here right now?
Shortly you join up with the rest of them, and they're about 45 strong.
There we go. Okay. All right.
Not including you guys and Akanga, so technically there's like 50.
Up against 20 or so on the outside.
50.
50, she said. 50 or so.
50 of us and 50 of them.
Yes, but you guys are the better armed group. Those who are fighting on Dr. Fran's side don't appear to have weapons other than like staves. Maybe maybe a sharpened stick on the end. They don't seem to have the foreknowledge, like maybe Dr. Fran doesn't allow them to have weapons, per se. You guys all have, like, everyone in the, Akanga's army has a short sword or a rusted spear or some type of forged man-made weapon.
Right. Okay. Some gangs of New York shit going on right here. We're all about to pull 2 axes off my belt here. It's really good. Like, look at the two of you. Like, are we really about to take that hill? Like, walk up to Ambara. You ready for this?
I really don't see any other choice at this point.
Merrick, feel good about?
Nah, I don't trust any of these assholes. I say we let them battle it out. We see an opening, we take it. We know the compound. We know what's in there. We know the building. All we need is a chance to get inside.
All right. Well,
I mean, really, it's just kids squabbling over daddy's leftovers.
Well, who wants to make sure we tell the big guy that we're not in first wave? All right.
You're listening to that one. You're taking orders from him.
No, I don't take orders from anybody. I'm just saying, I feel a pressure to kind of get in there and get them, Get up there and hack one of them.
I think Dr. Fran is our concern, considering what he did to Lucky. I really don't think these other broken ones are any concern to us.
I would think you'd be almost as upset about the panther.
I am disappointed about what happened with the panther. That is a shame. We did the right thing. We gotta kill this asshole. I'm backing you y'all up. You point me at it, we'll take it out.
I think what you should do is, as long as you can tell which one's which, you take pot shots from behind. You can still do damage from back here. Pick off a bunch, create an entrance for us. And then Embara and I will go say hello to the good doctor.
I like nod and then is there any like sniper-y position that I can take?
You can get in a tree.
I'm gonna just shoot right up, you know?
You've got a good range on your heavy crossbow. You could get in a tree.
I'm gonna get up in the crow's nest and you know, nod at the two of you, and I think I stole some rolls from the monks. Eat rolls out of my pockets.
I just sit down right there and start eating the lunch they gave us.
Okay. Akanga's kind of, you see him talking, he's talking to pretty almost each individual person, as they kind of group up, and you see a couple of them sharpening weapons, getting ready. A couple of them have crude leather armor on, and they're getting ready. They're kind of like keeping tabs on the situation in there. And he finishes speaking to everyone else. You see everyone's kind of starting to get ready and assemble. They're crawling up forward. The sneakier types kind of getting ahead. And he says, "Are you ready?"
As soon as you clear a path, we'll take care of Dr. Fran.
You are not joining us in battle.
Not till we have a clear shot of Dr. Fran. He's our concern.
Well, it appears I will be killing Dr. Fran then. And he turns around and walks away. And as he does, he kind of turns and kind of says something into the ear of one of his generals. And very soon...
What did he say?
Give me a perception check to see if you can hear. Oh, is that 20 your perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have a bunch of stuff open. He says...
Another one?
Guys are hot dice tonight. It's very quiet. As you know, all these people have very sharp ears. But you have sharp ears of your own. And you're just able to catch... They might be traitors. They're not on our side. Keep an eye on them.
He says that. Actually, fuck you, pussy. We got more in this game than you do right now.
He looks over his shoulder and says, "You wish."
At that point, I look at him.
Uh-huh.
And just for the frickin' hell of it, just gonna have to do it. He shifts.
Okay.
He hits his frickin' great white form, which his skin kind of takes a bit of a more. The front gets a little whiter, the back gets a little darker. His skin gets a little bit more smooth. It looks like, and his face changes, and his teeth kind of grow a bit, and he takes this really alien sort of like aquatic look, and he's like, "I've been this longer than any of y'all assholes. I know what you're doing, and I got as much skin in the game as you. They killed my friend, killed my cat, and I'll be killing him if I have to go through you."
I was responding to the fuck you.
And fuck you again.
And he just turns, kind of shaking his head a little bit. "I don't know what you are, but you are not the same as us. You've not come from the table You've not endured his pain.
Which table do you be speaking of? Because that table on the hill there, that's off limits.
Kind of turns his head as if he doesn't know what you're speaking of. You do know there was an operating table,
Right.
like a big-ass operating table with straps and stuff
Just
in Dr.
making
Fran's
sure.
lab.
Like,
Yeah.
all right. Clueless animals.
All right. And with that, the assault begins on Dr. Fran's house. You see, mongrel folk. Not mongrel. I keep calling them mongrel folk because of Curse of Strahd. They're not mongrel folk at all. They're completely different species. Broken ones attack and clash against each other. Blood is everywhere. You see that some of the ash piles pop up. They were actually tunnels. You see that there's some of Dr. Fran's more mole-like people were waiting in ambush. But Akanga's troops seem to be better trained and stronger, and they are cleaving their way through. Akanga manages to, you see them at the front door. You can kind of look through, Elam, you're the only one who's able to see this because of your vantage point. The others, you just see chaos ahead. Elam, you look through and you can kind of see, through a bit of the windows. They've been boarded up, but there's gaps. You see Felix and Orson on the inside. And then you see Felix's betrayal of Orson as he gets stabbed, and the front door opens to Dr. Fran's house, and broken ones rush inside. What do you guys do?
Jump out of the tree
Okay.
carefully.
Yes. You were.
Like,
I assume you're
Jump
not.
out of the tree.
Yeah. Climb down a little, then jump. Yeah. You're not just like, wee, 30 feet up. I mean, you can if you'd like. I mean, that's what
No.
you
What do you see?
No, carefully get out of the tree. They're in. They're in. Here we go.
Well, let's go.
They have
By this point, his form has changed back. So when he starts talking, he looks the same as he did before.
Sorry, Trip. I say, oh my god, of course this happens while Magnus is able. Yeah, Magnus is asleep on a pile of sheep right now. Ron! You wake up and you see there's a huge battle going around you. Merrick, Elam, and Ambara look pissed, and they are charging into this battle.
What's going on?
Pick your feet up, son. Come on now.
All right, hearing that, is there somebody to attack and kill?
You see broken ones all around you. They're fighting each other. You see there's a bunch with weapons and a bunch without. And you see this magnificent lion-headed man charge into a building.
Are any of my friends in immediate danger?
They're charging into it.
They're charging into it. Okay. Are there any archers or anybody in the back that's
There's
getting ready
no
to
archers here. You
No,
see
okay, so
there's a
it's all-
couple of guys with blowguns.
guns?
In the trees. And
Are
they're,
there really?
Are there
and they're
really?
shooting at what appear to be like poison darts at some of the broken ones without weapons.
Okay.
Can I take any and shoot one? Take any and shoot.
You want to shoot a blowgun guy?
Yeah, we'll take out
Yeah, I think I'll shoot a blowgun guy with just a classic firebolt.
Alright. Well, a 10 doesn't hit, but Akanga's soldiers definitely take this as a sign of betrayal.
God damn it, Ron.
Yes. They don't be my friends. Don't judge me.
All right, we're killing everything now.
They look like our guys.
Ron goes, "Oh, save you!" And he like, "Ooh," he like shoots the firebolt out from his finger.
Put my hand on the wrist like actually.
Granted, with the way you've been acted so far, as soon as they had assured victory against the other ones, they were going to attack you anyway as enemies. So Ron just hastened it up a little bit. So between you guys and the house, there are approximately 9 broken ones. How do you get through? Do you guys try to avoid it? Do you just run through real fast? Are you gonna fight them? How are you gonna get through? Let's roll up initiative here.
All right.
Okay, because I'm wondering, we're running ahead. Ron wakes up. shoots a fireball
In the back, yeah.
Do we even notice this is happening?
I'm gonna say he woke up probably at the same time you guys were running past him, and then woke up. And so, like, you're not, like, ahead of him. He's, like, with you guys.
Okay, so we see him shoot.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ronnie. Those were allies.
Yeah, they're with us, pal.
But not anymore, they aren't.
Ron's like, I'm sorry, I thought they were gonna attack you. No, I'm sorry. He's like panicking.
All right, so the ones we're running up against, do they look like they automatically turn, like, did we go from where everyone was yellow and now they're all red?
It
the
went
action
from
bars above
everyone
them?
was flashing red to solid red. Like, they were just waiting for the order to kill you guys anyways after the way you conducted yourselves. So.
Fuck.
You can say thank you, Ron. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I was actually going to attack Akanga as soon as Dr. Friend was dead anyway, so.
Ooh, I don't know if you want to do that yet.
Well, I was going to do it anyway.
Alright,
so-
so broken ones go on initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was
Yeah,
supposed
we're
to go
waiting
here.
for-
Alright, 7, 11.
Yeah, I did okay. Not bad. Too shabby.
I pre-rolled initiative, so. Alright, okay, good friend first. You don't know what's going on there. Ron, you shot, we'll say that was your firebolt. You shot at them. Oops! The liberated ones, they are going to, they're just gonna keep attacking the broken ones. They hit. You see a couple of the broken ones go down.
Elam's not on the...
Oh, Elam's not?
No, he rolled a 15, so he would have
Oh,
gone right
strange.
before Ron and
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Friend.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. He wasn't on there.
I want to kill something.
Yeah, you definitely can kill something. Alright.
I gotta say, I love this music, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're on fire with the music tonight. Here,
Thank you. I try.
DJ saved my life tonight.
Alright, so Elam, you're running up. There's about 9 broken ones in your way between the house and where y'all are currently at.
And they're within like sort of medium range.
Yeah.
You think
Oh,
at
yeah.
this point?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They're
I-
definitely in crossbow range.
I take a knee and I look at Imbara while Merrick is all like, you know, getting ready to do his thing. I look at Imbara and go, boathouse key. And then line up my shot here.
I don't know what that means.
Take it out. Because it's just kind of popped into, like, you know, Elam's mind that, you know, Fran's toast whether we get there or not. And the big thing is, we're going to have to get the hell out of here. And I'm still remembering the boathouse. And that Fran has one. If I remember correctly, right? That's a thing, right?
Yes, you do.
We saw, Merrick had seen a boathouse on the water past all of this.
Oh yeah, if Ambar doesn't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. I was just a weirdo shouting boathouse key, and then I turned, shoot one of these pricks.
Alright, give me that crossbow shot.
All right, here we go. I gotta actually do the thing. All right, here we go. No, that's the wrong thing to hit. We're gonna learn roll 20, folks. Here we go.
Yeah, that will hit one for sure. Just click on the word heavy crossbow in chat, and it'll do your damage.
There you go.
Boom. Alright, so
+5.
this one was already wounded because it's a big battle. We're kind of using, Grant has some kind of like, or no, not Dawn. Dawn has some mass melee rules. Grant has some too, but I'm using Dawn's variation for mass melee combats. So you hit, he basically goes down. He's already been wounded. Now there's only 8 in your way. If you give me a dexterity saving throw, we'll see if you can fire again as you guys are kind of just running up. This is just to see if you guys get in the house. All right, give me another heavy crossbow shot. All right. Give me more damage.
Man, save
wait.
some for the rest of us,
Come on,
dude.
man, I'm on fire. Look
All
out
right.
now, come on.
All right, you can try to make one more dex save, but the DC goes higher to see if you can get 3 shots off before you get up there.
Oh man. What are you doing?
Nope. You're only able to get 2, so you kind of have to run to catch up with the others.
Oh, I can't even.
Yeah, Yeah, that's that reload time. All right. And so, went through that. Ron, you kind of were coming to shot. Ambara. Elam took out 2 of them in front of you.
Is there like a group of them together?
Oh, if you're aiming for one side or the other, not particularly, but if you're aiming for any and all, then definitely yes.
Ambara is not super.
All kind of, it's like a battlefield. It's not like it's clashing. It's like those charges in Lord of the Rings where it's just, and they've just kind of like that.
Right. I guess I'll toll the dead. One of Fran's.
Okay, sure thing. He's gonna make what kind of saving throw?
Wisdom, DC 14.
Okay.
And it's 5 if he hasn't been hit, 10 if he has.
12 fails, so yeah, he has been hit before.
So 10 necrotic damage.
All right, he's down. Give
Cool.
me, for you, because you're a spellcaster, give me a charisma save to see if you can cast another spell. No. So you get the one spell off, and then you're kind of like, yeah, I gotta catch up, gotta hurry.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
Just head that
All
way.
right. Merrick. Where's
How far away are we from the nearest one now?
From the nearest one, you're within a movement's distance.
Okay. As I'm running up, I'm going to throw a dart at one
Okay,
as my action.
sure.
So
Yep, that'll hit.
for 4.
Yep, takes him out.
Okay.
Now, are you aiming at any and or all, or the Dr. Franz?
I'm starting with Dr. Franz.
Okay.
I'm going to use the rest of my motion to get close to another one. I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an arm strike against one more.
Okay.
17.
That hits. Yep.
4.
All right.
And I'm rolling a whole bunch of ones on damage there. And then I'll take another unarmed strike at is there another Dr. Franz there?
Oh yeah, there's tons of them. They're everywhere.
Oh, I thought you said there were 9.
Yeah. You guys haven't hit 9 of them yet. You guys
Okay.
are like 5 now. 4. You're at 4 now.
Okay, so that's a 24 for 6
Okay.
on
Yep.
the third one.
All right. You guys are down to just a couple, but it is their turn. So they are closest in melee to, I'd say probably Merrick and Ambara. So they're gonna try to each make an attack against you. Oh no, come here. Merrick, I don't think a 14 hits you.
Nope.
A natural 1 misses Ambara, so they miss both their attacks on you. Akanga is doing Akanga stuff inside. You guys are almost to the door. Elam, you'll be inside the house this move. You guys are like basically. Merrick, you're wiping your feet on the welcome mat.
I'm putting my hand up. Merrick has had an idea about going inside.
Okay. All right.
So he's holding his hand up like don't go inside.
Okay.
So that's up to you, Elam.
Yeah, Elam, you're a little bit further back because you got multiple shots off, but you can catch up to Merrick for sure this turn.
Why aren't you going in?
I don't think any of these people like us. Maybe we should just burn the fucker. Burn the building.
Yeah, but you got to make sure he's dead. Plus, we need the boathouse key.
Who knows? We don't need a key.
Oh, yeah. We don't need a key.
Oh,
Then we'll just burn the fucker down.
good man.
There you go. Like light the. You got a light? You got a match?
Ron,
You got a match? Run!
burn
let's
the
see if that'll
building.
fire.
Son.
What?
Burn the building, son. Burn it all.
Okay.
Ron. So we'll put a pause on the initiative just for a second. Ron, you hear? I'm guessing you don't wait for Ron to get here. You just kind of like, Ron, burn the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ron, you look up to burn the building and you see just over the windowsill a pair of eyes looking up. They look terrified.
Oh. Ron's gonna. Oh, no, I can't burn the building. It's a good. No, I can't do it.
Oh no.
How far away am I from the building?
You can easily get there. You can get there like half your movement.
Can I run into the building and get to her?
No, you're not gonna be able to get there with it because you gotta get like inside, up the stairs, down the hall, into her room. Unless you can teleport, you cannot get into her
I was
room.
to say Misty Step, 30 feet.
You could definitely Misty Step into her room.
Okay, Ron's gonna do that. Poof!
Okay.
Ron! What the?
Ron,
What's wrong with that boy?
what does Ron's Misty Step look like? It's got a verbal component only. So how does Ron Misty Step? This is the first time he's cast this spell.
Verbal component only. Sorry, I'm new to being a wizard.
Yeah. So you don't have to make any hand signals. You can just say something to cast it.
He'll I don't know. He'll look up to her and go, "Poppycock."
And like
Poppy, what?
Yeah,
like a little poof of dust, kind of.
yeah,
a
a little
mist.
like sparkle, like glitter.
A sparkle mist,
Yeah,
like appears where he was,
yeah.
and then
Exactly. And he'll poof up there.
yeah.
And if he can, he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Daphne, right?
Yeah, it's Delphi.
Or Delphi, excuse me. All right, okay. Oh, Delphi, we need to go right now. Come on, come on."
She's like, I'm so scared, and she's got her cloak on, pulled around her. She's like in the corner, basically just peered over the windowsill. She looks terrified.
Ron then is gonna be like, "It's okay, I'll go with you. Come with me. We'll get out of here." And he's gonna like try and usher her with him, arms around her, and help kind of move her with him out of there.
All right, how are you leaving? Are you exiting through the window, or are you going down through the hallway, down the stairs, and back out the front door?
To help me build my mental picture here, would there have been anybody inside this building? Would it be a clear exit? Because if not,
Oh no, there's plenty of broken ones in here. Dr. Fran's in here. Akanga's in
Okay, we're
here.
going out the window then.
Okay.
We're going out the window.
Do you just jump? Like how are you? It's about a 20-foot drop.
I'm reading a spell here to see what I can do. I don't know if this would work, but Ron is going to. This may be really bad. Ron is going to grab her and he's going to say, "Don't worry, I got this." And he's going to jump with her off the ledge. And then he's going to, if he can do this because it's a reaction, he's going to shield his body. And
Okay.
use his body to blunt the impact.
I'm gonna give you a suggestion because I know you're new to playing a wizard. Do you
Yeah.
have Featherfall?
No.
Okay. So
I mean, unless I could do a double Misty Step, but then
you
I
can't
can only
Misty Step
do
with
one
another
person.
person.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Uh,
all right, Ron, you're like doing it so you hit the ground first because you've got the shield. All right, so you grab her, you fall backwards out the window, land directly on your spine. Cause you can't dex save while you're hugging somebody, falling like backwards out. You're gonna take some damage. As shield literally does nothing against this.
Having
go Ron, go me.
characters covered in bandages.
He grabs her, falls backwards, and says, "Don't worry." He shimmers and then thunk, takes.
It was like a freaking glowing comet hitting the ground there. It was beautiful.
Please tell me this is higher than 2 stories, right? Oh my god. Okay, well, Ron's gonna be there after that
You only
damage.
take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. We are gonna say the wind gets completely knocked out of you.
Yes, I was gonna say he's gonna sit there doing the classic, like just laying there.
And because her window's right above the front door, Merrick, you're standing with Elam, and right between the two of you, thunk, Ron falls down. You saw him poof away and fall out with Delphi on top of him. He's shimmering slightly. Like, he's got
Ronnie
some
said, "Burn
some
it down."
barrier.
And Ron's just laying there going.
I don't see any fire on you there, boy.
Well, if
Your loins be burning, I'm
I mean,
sure,
if
but the
you'll
the
let
house
me,
is.
I could cantrip a firebolt all
I'm
over
gonna
the building.
say,
Like, firebolt, firebolt, firebolt,
You've
firebolt.
bonus
But
actioned, you've reactioned, but you haven't actually actioned yet.
he hasn't
So,
actually actioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
I'm gonna say If you wanna-
Okay, then help me out for the wizard thing. Would a magic missile cause more fire damage or just
Magic
fire?
missile is force damage. It would literally not set anything on fire.
It would not set anything on fire.
Yes.
Okay, then firebolt. I'm gonna aim for the driest looking thing and firebolt that sucker.
Okay.
You rolled 20.
Roll me damage just to see how
Let's roll
much
fire.
catches on fire.
Okay, so let's see. It is
You are in a
1d10.
jungle, so it's not going to catch super fast. There's just a lot of humidity, but
1d10. Oh my gosh.
it's gonna take a little bit.
Ron! Ron! I'm angry at my wizard right now.
So you see Ron
Look at
weakly raise a hand and say, "Fire!" And then a little trails out, and it's like striking a match against a building. It hits the door frame, and a little singe mark appears.
It's all right, son. It happens to all of us.
I'm sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
All right,
Ron's just gonna lay there on his back, having a hard time breathing. Like,
Ambara.
All right.
You were a little bit further back than Elam and Merrick, so you saw all of this happen.
Yeah. So Ambara's gonna go up as far as she can get.
Mm-hmm.
Can she hear Dr. Fran anywhere?
Make me a perception check. All right. What'd you roll?
11.
So you don't hear his voice particularly, but you hear what sounds to be almost like the roar of a gorilla.
Okay.
Because that's
So-
real loud. Also
Yeah.
like a lion roar.
Yeah. So I am also gonna Misty Step.
Okay.
And I'm gonna Misty Step as close to that sound as I can get.
Yeah, you can kind of look through a window, and you can get into let me get the map right. You can kind of get into you could get for sure, because you guys are at the foyer main hall area. The main hall is what opened up. You can Misty Step. You can kind of walk towards the kitchen. The door to the foyer is best. You can Misty Step into the laboratory,
Okay.
which is
and
where
do
you
I
think
see
that's
them?
coming from. Once you Misty Step into the laboratory, you see Dr. Fran's shirt has been completely ripped off, and you see that from the neck down, he is completely the body of a gorilla, and these fangs have come out of his mouth, and he is fighting Akanga. Akanga's claws out, teeth in. They are battling it out. It looks intense. They look real strong, both of them.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna kind of I still have my action, right?
Yeah, Misty Step's bonus
Okay.
action.
So I'm gonna kind of maneuver myself as far away from them as possible while still being in the room. And then I'm gonna mind spike Dr. Fran.
Do it.
For DC 14 Wisdom and 11 Psychic damage. And he takes half as much on a fail.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. Excuse me. All right. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of wisdom, so. An 8 fails. He's going to take that psychic damage.
Yes.
Kind of-
So.
Kind of gives out a scream as his head is affected, and Akanga notices you come in and do some
Yeah.
magic-y stuff.
So I don't think it necessarily matters.
Mm-hmm.
But while I have concentration on it, I always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while two were on the same plane.
Okay.
They can't become hidden from me,
Okay.
and if it's invisible, it gains no benefits from that condition against me.
Nice. And how long does it last?
Crap! I just did the basics. Hold on.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
think it's a minute.
I think it's a minute sounds about right. So we'll just go with that for now. If you find it's longer, let me know.
I'll take a look.
All right. So Merrick and Elam, you saw Embara kind of run past you guys, and then kind of non-glittery, unless Embara wants it to be glittery, Misty Step into.
No, it's probably like a burst of light and then
Yeah, like a little flash.
yeah.
I like that. Like how Ron's is sparkly. All right.
All right.
An hour. It lasts for an hour.
Lasts for an hour. Excellent. Good,
As long as I have concentration.
Sure. All right. So, you guys kind of being in the near the building, kind of tucked in, has not drawn the attention and notice of a lot of ones, because a lot of battles inside or in the courtyard, and being like right up against the building, most of them haven't noticed you, and they also see two people like tussling on the ground, they think, so they're like, oh, they're already fighting. It's just Ron with his wind knocked out of him. But what are you two doing?
Who's next?
It's you and Merrick and Elam.
Sweet.
Where did Imbara go?
Like up against the door. I'm like, she's inside, pal. Here we go. You and me, 2 by 2,
Oh shit!
straight in. It's gonna go
got
great.
it,
Here we
then.
go. You're first. I'm right behind you. Here we go.
All right, we head in.
All right, you head in. You see clashing everywhere. You see Orson's body from. You see like a bunch of like green veins from where Felix's poison dagger stuck him to get the door open. You guys are able to get into the laboratory, and you see Dr. Fred engaged in battle with Akanga.
It's a clash of the Titans.
All right, so how do they look?
They look. You kind of like saw both. You've seen both of them in their resting states. They look vicious and fierce and almost kind of feral, both of them, when they're fighting each other. They've only been fighting for a couple of rounds, a few rounds, so neither of them look that bad. It definitely looks like Akanga has the upper hand, though. It looks like Akanga's dealing more damage than Dr. Fran is.
Can I do my hunter's sense on Akanga? Because if I get the sense that Fran is going down, you're gonna have a giant pissed off lion turn around.
Yeah,
right
why don't you tell me what your hunter's sense is?
Okay, so it means that I can have the ability to peer at a creature and magically discern how best to hurt it. I have to see it within 60 feet. I learn its damage, immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and what they are. If it is hidden from divination magic, you sense that it has none of those
All right,
things.
because they're entwined into Mortal Kombat, I will give you both of them for free because I'm feeling real generous today. So, you're.
Or we need the help.
I'm just in a good mood, guys. I don't know.
Always been good to me, Lindy. So
Yeah, I have.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. So, immunities. You have gathered that Dr. Fran is immune to poison damage. Akanga doesn't have any immunities. Resistances. Dr. Fran is resistant to non-magical damage. Akanga is not resistant. So, strength, vulnerabilities, immunities. Dr. Fran, however, is vulnerable to
Love.
not quite, but very close. It's not holy damage. What is radiant damage? He is vulnerable to radiant damage. As it would appear, he is very evil. You couldn't really tell it till he full out beast moded. Because that's how Dark Lords work sometimes.
Okay.
So it's anything else other than immunities, vulnerabilities,
Resistances.
resistances? Nope, just
That's
those
it.
three? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How would I articulate radiant? He's vulnerable to radiant damage.
You would probably know it as holy damage. Like, he's weak against holy damage. He's an evil being.
All right. Well, we're talking about Dr. Fran, though.
Yeah.
Right. Being,
Dr.
all right.
Fran. Akanga doesn't seem to have any of those. He seems to be just a buff dude.
Okay.
I mean, he's got other abilities, but they're not registered as immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. So.
I hit a knee, or like I clear. Can I do that thing where I clear all the shit off a table?
Actually,
I go.
you would gather that Akanga is resistant to slashing damage because of his lion hide. Sorry, I saw.
Good to know.
I was
good to
looking for
know.
magical, but it's written down as slashing.
Does anybody know
That goes-
in here using a slashing weapon?
I don't think
Is
so.
Merrick using a
I don't-
slashing weapon?
Merrick is
You are?
okay.
I shout at Merrick to get the mace, and I push all the shit off a table.
Okay.
Set up the crossbow on it.
All right. You get the
Bunch of shit
crossbow
on
for like half cover, And you got your crossbow. All right.
Like that. And you gotta cock it. And I look like I'm aiming at Dr. Fran, but I'm really taking a round to aim at Akanga, and next
Okay.
round I'm gonna cast Slayer's Prey on it.
Okie dokie. All right, Merrick.
All right. I look over at Elam and I'm like, I gave the mace to Magnus.
Who's
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot.
he's
I'll
at
just
last you
poke
saw
him.
he was still snoring on a bed of sheep outside of the battle area. The sheep are kind of
Well-
walking towards the river though, so you think it'll be fine.
That's the wrong weapon, pal. He's tough. He's got a big, nasty hide on him.
I will move behind Dr. Fran.
Okay.
And then I'll take my short sword and try and hit him with it.
All right.
Even though I
Go
know
for
it's
it.
not going to be useful now.
No, you can do it. You can hit. It'd still be useful. It's just not.
Oh no, it's not going to be useful at all. My God, 20s all day. I need to use ones and twos.
Where are those 20?
So you
Man,
take out your
okay.
short sword. And you're like. Yes. I don't know. How do you fail? I imagine it's not. That's
No,
me.
I figured like I'm trying I move in and I try and poke him in the back with it because it's a short sword, it's a piercing weapon anyway. So and it's just I just happen to go right when Akanga just
hairy
comes through.
gorilla back. It's got silver down the back. He's like a big old silver back.
Like, I figured like I stabbed at the same point where Akanga was swinging through with his claws and like just moved him out of the way. There's nothing there. I'm like fudge, and I just try and.
It's almost like you've seen some stuff, Merrick. You're a world traveler. This guy kind of looks like a souped-up giant ape. It's crazy.
Yeah, kind of
Big-
crazy.
Big guy. I love him.
So I'll just try and punch him.
Okay, do it.
Oh my God.
God.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and wait to die.
What?
Happens to everybody.
Merrick is off his groove.
I slipped in some blood. That's what it was. There's blood on the ground. Slipped in it.
There is actually a lot more blood on the ground than from just these two's fight. You're guessing some of this is probably Lucky's blood
Yeah. So.
and Kitty blood. All right. So we're gonna pop back over to. We're gonna kind of hop back into initiative now. Now that everyone's gotten in through. Or actually, Ron, you're on the ground. Delphi's on top of you. Everyone else is running inside.
Okay.
What do you do?
Is there anything that's seen us or is going to charge towards us?
Not at the moment. They think you guys are fighting because you're kind of wrapped around each other.
Oh my. Okay, Rod's going to do is like, you're right. Talking to her.
Yeah, I'm okay. We should leave.
Okay. He's going to roll and get up with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a question for him. Did that firebolt that I shot at the building, is there anything smoldering or still flaming?
No.
Because it's magical fire.
Yeah,
Just
it
just
is.
a little bit.
Okay, you see, it's like how a cigarette butt when you sit it down, it's still got that little bit of smolder on the end. That's how much
Okay.
that is doing
So
for that.
here's a question for him.
Yes.
I was thinking to cast the grease spell at that flame to turn it
Okay.
into flaming grease and have it kind of rain down.
Can you pop
Grease.
the grease spell in chat for me just to see if it's flammable or anything? 'Cause
It
it's not
doesn't. I was
oil.
reading it. I wasn't quite sure if you'd allow it or not. It doesn't specify. It, in all actuality, it'd probably smother it, but I'd like to think maybe magical fire would set it on fire. That may be a stretch.
We're
so
gonna go with
it's-
Ron hasn't tried this before, so Ron doesn't know.
Okay, well, Ron then is gonna aim for the smoldering spot. Be like, and he's gonna just like crush a piece of butter in his hand and cast the spell to shoot it.
Okay. You just got a pocket full of butter. Love it.
Yep.
You took some from the monks.
Margarine, it doesn't melt as much.
Nope, but margarine hasn't been invented in this place.
Oh,
so.
fine. Okay, butter.
Butter. You took some of the monks' butter, and you
Okay.
it does smother your little barely smolder that was going on in your thing, but it's real slick and slippery, and because
Does
it
it at
covers.
least like ooze down your stairway or something?
Yeah, it definitely oozes into the hallway, and you see some of the broken ones having like slipping and sliding inside.
Okay.
So you made it difficult terrain in there.
Yay! Okay. Well, Ron then be like, yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start leading her away from that house, opposite
Okay.
direction. Where are we on the map? I was trying to look at that. It's like,
You guys are by the main hall.
by the main hall. Okay, out there in the courtyard. Ron then is gonna. Are guys surrounded by anything? Is there any direction I can run that would be guaranteed safety? 'Cause that's
You shut at the tentative
If not,
allies.
I'm gonna go for this door here.
The walls are burnt down completely to the ground, actually.
Oh, okay, then hell, we're gonna go right
As is
here.
the guest quarters.
Okay, we're gonna head to this corner and head over the wall this way.
Okay, over the
Shortest way
towards
out.
the river.
Yeah, towards
Okay.
the river. We're gonna go towards the river.
All right, so we'll leave that for now.
You want me to go ahead and move him?
Nah, you're fine. We're not really. It's more theater of the mind because we don't have the exact. The map didn't work well blown up. I tried it.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to top of the round then. Now that everyone's kind of resolved getting in and out of the house. Elam, you're lining up that shot.
I'm shot here. All right. So my Slayer's Prey. Took around to aim. If that's a thing. That's a thing, right? Fifth edition.
We'll give you. It's not really a thing in 5th edition, but
Is it
technically a crossbow does take a round to reload. So we'll just say you reloaded.
Well, I do that then.
Yeah.
It looks really cool too, because you got to grab the front of it and pull it all
Yeah.
the way back and let it go. And then I'm gonna cast Slayer's Prey on Akanga,
Okay.
which means that's starting at 3rd level, which I am. I focus all my ire. I have lots of ire. I focus it on the foe. It's a bonus action. I designate one creature within 60 feet as a target, and the first time each turn that I hit it, it gets an extra 1d6 damage.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark. Do it.
So that's Hunter's Mark. They just renamed it Slayer's Prey.
Unless it's a Slayer. Oh no, it is a thing. You get Slayer's Prey and Hunter's Mark. So yeah, you could Slayer's Prey one and Hunter's Mark the other if you wanted.
Couldn't find Hunter's Mark on here. I can do that, right?
Yeah, if you
It's a
if you
spell.
picked it as a spell.
Oh, I don't know that I picked it as a spell.
Okay, well then yeah, you
So-
can definitely Slayer's Prey him though. So yeah.
Okay, but what is
Done.
happening? I don't know if it's time to fire yet. Is what I'm saying. Like, is Dr. Fran going down?
Oh
Is
no,
it-
they both look like they're not even halfway down.
I don't know. What are Ambara and Merrick doing? Merrick's fighting him.
Yeah, Embara looked like she cast a
Trying
spell at him. Yeah, Merrick's trying to fight Dr. Fran. Embara looks like she cast a spell at Dr. Fran as he's shooting her dirty glances.
All right. Well, I don't want to kill Akanga because I need Fran to go down. So even though I do more damage against Akanga, is that permanent for the duration of the combat?
Does it say have a duration on there?
No.
Does it say for a minute?
Number of times equal to my wisdom
Oh,
modifier.
so what's your wisdom?
It is 3.
All right, so you can do it for 3 rounds.
Okay. All right. Well, then I shoot Dr. Fran in the neck.
Okay, do it. Give me that crossbow.
Good. It's the longest conversation about a crossbow shot you've ever heard in your life,
That
folks.
hits.
All right. What happened to the thing? Here we go. Oh.
Piercing. All right. You shoot it. Your bolts, which are huge. It seems that Dr. Fran is a big ass gorilla from the neck down, and it shoots him, but he just kind of flexes his neck muscles, and it snaps out of his neck because he's a big old gorilla.
Oh my.
I know. Ron's running away. Embara.
Oh, all right. I am going to Chaos Bolt Dr. Fran.
Do it. Oh,
Natural 20.
Nat
Wow.
20.
All right.
Nice. What kind of damage you do?
So the
Showing
way
me up
it
completely.
works.
Okay. You have not seen Chaos Bolt before.
Oh shit. Okay, and my Chaos Bolt jumps because I rolled 2 5s. So that's okay. So if you roll the same number on both, the chaotic energy leaps from the target to a different creature of your choice within 30 feet of it.
So you're gonna hit them both.
Yes.
Akanga and Dr. Fran. All right.
So they both take psychic damage.
Okay, you're going with psychic. Cool.
Yes, because the first
Yes.
D8 I rolled was the 7.
All right. Gotcha.
So Fran takes 15. No, 17 psychic
Okay.
because it does the extra.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But then, okay, wait, okay. So hold on. How does this work? I roll it again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've never had my Chaos Bolt jump before, so.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so I think the way it works
It's a
is
crit, isn't he? Doesn't Dr.
Dr.
Fran
Fran
take
takes all of
damage?
it.
Dr. Fran will take all of it.
Okay.
And then I roll again to hit.
To hit Akanga. Yes, that's what it looks like.
The energy leaps, make a new attack roll against the new target and
Yeah.
make a new damage. Okay,
Yep,
so I just
okay.
cast it again.
Yep.
Cool. 23 to hit?
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Okay. So,
Lord.
oh, I clicked it. but it's
Dang,
not there anymore.
Ambara.
Hold on.
So I like shoot the arrow into this guy's neck and he pops it out like it's nothing, and then Ambara shoots like a cannon that hits both of them.
So this one is again psychic because I rolled a 7 again.
Okay.
And Akanga takes 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, Dr. Fran takes a shit ton.
Boom.
Yeah, he takes
5
25,
plus 7. 32?
32. Yeah. 32 psychic damage.
That's a lot. Okay.
And Akanga takes 13.
Okay, yeah. Me. That's... Whew. Alright. Dr. Fran, you see them both kind of like, but Dr. Fran is definitely more, like, his eyes cross for a second as you do that. He did not like that. That did a hefty bit. I'd say he's actually bloodied at this point. You got him there. Akanga's not, but Dr. Fran is. Merrick.
I'm going to try and be useful this round. Since I'm behind Dr. Fran and that Kitty is on the other side, would I be flanking with him?
Yes, you would.
I probably should have thought of that last time.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as you consider him an ally.
In killing Dr. Fran, he is.
Sure, there you go.
Then I shall swing my short sword in his back.
Do it.
14. Oh my god, I'm rolling so terrible.
A 14 will hit him.
Okay.
He's a big monkey dude. He's resistant to some damage, but he's not hard to hit.
Right.
Just when you're
so
not
that's
rolling that once.
That's non-magical piercing for
Okay.
9.
Yep, alright.
Spending a key point for a stunning strike.
Alright. Go for it. He's
So
gonna make a con
it's-
save.
Yeah, it's a con save.
Okay.
Looking for. Why is that not listed there? Okay, hold on. Actually, trying to figure out
Oh,
what.
I don't think he makes it. He rolled a 10.
Okay.
So he is stunned till the end of your next turn.
Nice. Fran
Hold
is?
on. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
means everyone has advantage to hit him.
You bet your ass.
All right, and then I will. I'll punch him.
Yeah.
With my bonus action.
Sure thing.
Wow.
Nat 20. Roll it up.
Oh. Okay. 8,
Nice.
and that's my turn.
All
Is
right.
that double damage in 5e?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double dice. Yeah, double damage dice.
On crits. It's
Okay.
insane. Alright, they're fighting. Akanga's gonna take a couple swings at Dr. Fran. Now that you can see this fight go on. These guys are pretty cool. Yep, he hits with his first claws. And, he hits the second time too. And he's gonna deal... I'll just roll them the same one because they both hit. 13. Okay. Ilum, it's your turn. Dr. Fran is stunned. You have advantage to hit him.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Do it. 12 will hit him. Roll the damage. Plus 7. Alright. Fran is stunned. He can't do anything. Ron is running. They're fighting. Ambara, he's stunned.
I'm gonna Chaos Bolt again.
Alright, you have advantage.
Yee.
13 hits.
13. So it's acid damage,
Okay.
and he takes 13. Yeah.
Alright. He isn't very happy. He looks halfway between bloodied and unconscious.
So it's 2.
Alright.
And 2. Sorry. Okay. Yep. That's it. Sorry.
Merrick!
I'm going to
He's
Short
stunned.
sorting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hit him.
21
That hit.
for 4.
All right.
And then I'm going to punch him
Okay. That'll hit.
for 7.
All right. Anything else you'd like to
Turn.
do? All right.
He's no longer stunned.
He's no longer stunned. Akanga is gonna do his swipey swipe again. Copy this. Boom, it hits. Oh, and he misses at the second claw. Oh, and I forgot to add his damage modifier on the last one. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll just add it. Because I know what it was from an 8. Alright, so. Okay. It is Elam's turn again. He is no longer stunned, but he is not looking very pretty.
All right, this is my third round, so I think I lose the bonus I got to shoot.
I'll
King.
say, like, with you taking as much time to consider as you did, you wouldn't have cast it yet.
I love it. Good. Thank you. I'm shooting Dr. Fran.
That, unfortunately, does not hit. It's like a table leg. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I don't think I can do anything with a bonus action. I was gonna ask about the rhino, but it's not quite time yet.
Okay. Dr. Fran is gonna go, and Merrick stunned him. He didn't like that. And he's also not happy with Akanga. So he is gonna do his thing.
I also fucked him up pretty bad.
Yeah, but you're not within punching distance.
Yeah, I'm pretty far away.
So he's gonna try to punch Akanga. Oh! Which he does! And then I'm glad I said Akanga first. And he's gonna try to punch Merrick. Don't think a 13 hits you. Imagine if I had said those in reverse. Alright. Akanga is gonna take 22 points of damage.
Oh, crap.
Dr. Fran's a hard hitter. Those big monkey fists. Alright, Ron's running. Umbara, he's looking pretty rough. Real rough.
I'm gonna Chaos Bolt him in one more time. For 12.
12 just hits him.
Heck yeah. For psychic damage again.
Okay.
For 14 total.
Okay. He looks.
Can I quicken spell?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm gonna quicken spell Fire Bolt. Is that how that works? Can I quicken spell a Chaos Bolt?
I don't have the rule where it's you have to cast a regular spell to cantrip. As long as it's action and bonus action, I'm fine.
Okay,
So-
well I have my final first level spell slot, so I'm gonna cast bolt again.
Okie dokie. An 11 just misses.
Gross.
Like
Alright.
right, it singes the hair on like his big hairy ape shoulders as it flies past and hits one of his paintings on the wall.
Damn.
Merrick.
I'll just be swinging the short sword again,
Okay. Just
Miss.
misses.
and I'll punch him.
That hits.
7.
You punch him. I had to math. And as you punch him, you see he falls to the ground from this blow as he just got fucked up on that round where he was paralyzed or stunned. That really messed him up. Good job. And you see his form start to shift from gorilla to tiger to, like, I don't know, a camel. It's just rapidly shifting between animal shapes. It seems like he doesn't have control, but it appears that he is trying to regenerate into some kind of form that might have hit points.
Ooh.
I look up at Akanga. I'm like, I don't know. I got nothing. I'm just gonna stand there and ready to stab
I'll
him.
say he doesn't look too surprised by what happened.
Okay.
All right. They're fighting. Akanga, he's gonna punch a Dr. Fran. Yeah. Other punch. Oh, man, that one's... So he's gonna punch Dr. Fran, and you see, he punches...
Isn't Fran prone on the ground? Wouldn't he have advantage on that?
He would, that's true. Let me roll that 2 dice more. Actually, I think I have that copy-pasted. Yeah, I do. Alright, so 23, because he had advantage on both of them. So he hits twice, and you see the claws sink into him, and it takes, and you see the shifting still happening, it just takes a little longer for the claw wounds to regenerate. He appears to be, I'll allow everyone to kind of give me, Embar, give me an Arcana check. This is something that you might have heard of. Merrick, this is really weird. You've never seen anyone be able to shift through, like, the National Geographic Book of Animals before.
This is all new to me.
Yeah, Ambara. Alright, you don't know what exactly is going on here, but you're kind of feeling into the weave. You get the feeling that whatever this entity is, you kind of feel this flow in the magic that you didn't before, now that he's in this shifting form. You get the feeling that he can't be killed. But that this regenerative form is going to take a while to get back. In order to keep him in this form, you're going to assume damage needs to be consistently dealt to him daily. Alright, I think you're muted, but I saw the nod. So, Ember, that's what you glean from your connection to your class stuff and magic.
Okay. Okay, so how consistently do I feel like it needs to be?
Daily. Couple times a day, probably.
Yeah. Alright, I don't think we're gonna be able to kill him.
Ken kind of looks up at you like, what?
I just kind
like,
of...
excuse me?
Say that again.
I think he just did.
So he's in a regenerative form, and it takes a long time to regenerate, and every time we deal damage to him, it takes longer and longer. So he can't be killed. He has to be consistently attacked in order to not be a threat.
So you put him on a spit and you just burn him for however long you need to, right?
There you go. Hanging by the neck if he had a neck.
You see forms start to shift that don't really have necks. Arcs.
Yeah,
Seals. Things that don't catch where the neck is on the rope.
A cool moment because we're all like staring at him, you know,
Yeah.
twisting and moving, doing some.
Weird, shifty stuff.
This is how Wilbur Whately died, by the way. Turning into weird
It's
animal
true.
stuff.
Fungus.
So, Mr. Akanga.
Yes, he's like looking at this shifting and he's just kind of like, whoa. Like taking in and absorbing this information.
Now that we've gotten this that business out of the way, I want to apologize for how I was a little bit hot-headed. My friend was just horribly deformed and we had to put her down. And I wanted revenge because I've lost too many of my friends. So, I'm glad we could help you with this. This guy needed to die.
Oh. How honest is Merrick being right now?
Oh no, he's being pretty honest because he's watching all of this.
Uh-huh.
It took a lot
Yeah.
of us to put Dr. Fran down. And Mr. Akanga was standing toe to toe with him, and he
Uh-huh.
doesn't look that bad right now.
He doesn't. He's
So this is
just
one of those
bloody.
quick Like, I just saw the ship. I just saw a 3-master on the horizon. I can see the gun ports. The pirates going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is backpedaling right now, and this is.
We need to make a friend.
This is. I'll fight if I have to, but I want. Let's see if I can get out of this without having to.
All right.
To kill everyone.
Since you're being so nice about it, give me a persuasion check, and I'll give you advantage on this, because he isn't that hurt.
I should have lied then, because I actually have deception, but I don't have persuasion.
That's fine. If he's being honest, that's honest. Let's give us. He's got advantage.
No, same thing as my intimidation.
With a 10.
It's a 5.
All right.
Or 10. Okay.
Well, you said you had advantage,
Okay.
because you are pretty genuine, and he's not that hurt, and he does have a fairly high opinion of himself. Which he should, honestly, for getting to his level on this island. I mean, I don't blame the guy. He's kind of looking down at Dr. Fran, and gives a little, like that foot, nudge kick, like the not gentle nudge, but ugh. It's
I'm
still
occasionally
alive.
just poking it with my sword, just because.
He says, he kind of nods, he saw your thing, your animal out, but you've gone back to human, and he says it's different. And so he kind of sees where you're coming from, but at the same time he knows that you're not from around here, and that you don't quite see eye to eye on certain things. So he's gonna kind of just say, the deed is done. He cannot be killed, so that is fine. We will keep him like this, so that others may be liberated. But you should leave.
I would plan on it. We didn't want to be here in the first place.
Then go.
And exactly how do we do that?
The boathouse, I think.
Is there really going to be a boat there?
Bah, who knows?
Maybe Akanga does. Akanga, do you know if he has a boat?
My spy I had in here said there was one.
Well, there you go.
You would know this to be Felix.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, Ron, we're gonna cut to you've been running with Delphi this whole time. You guys get to the boathouse. Delphi pulls out a key, unlocks the door, opens it. She says,
Boathouse key.
"We have a boat."
Woo! Let's get in the boat.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's get it ready.
So you guys are getting the boat
Yeah.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
He says, Kanga says, "Right. There's a boat. You should take it and leave.
Okay.
I will not have my men pursue." But-
We've lost a good friend, Captain Sunkist.
Oh, yeah.
I have heard of him. He joined my forces.
So he'll be outside.
Should be. Yes.
Good. He was injured. I'd like to check on him.
We also have a crew member at the monks' monastery.
Oh, yeah.
Singe.
He kind of just looks like, why are you guys all spread out? Like, he just kind of just waves you guys out, pokes Dr. claws Dr.
All right.
Fran again.
I stab
this
him
has
one more
been
time.
fun.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Big day, right? Okay. We're going to let ourselves out of here. Kanga, take care of yourself. Enjoy this beautiful island, all this lovely weather y'all been having lately.
G-O.
You guys are able to exit the laboratory. Give me a perception check, Merrick. There's still some residual fighting going on, but the bulk of it, as soon as they heard Dr. Fran was dead, the broken ones started piecing out. Oh shit! Lead it down! So with an 11, it takes you a minute to look around, but you do see what you believe to be Captain Sunkist in the distance. He's got his rapier out, his cutlass, and he appears to have a bandage around his midsection. Then that he appears to be okay.
I'll wave to everyone and point and start heading that direction.
All right.
Captain.
Ah, hello.
Yeah, you're looking
Quite a
good
day.
for someone who is almost dead.
Yes, the doctor treated me enough, but he was apparently studying me, found my physiology interesting, and attempted to use it on poor Lucky. It's not her lucky day.
Lucky didn't make it.
Kind of just nods.
We've got a boat.
A boat, you say?
Aye.
All right. Where's Singe?
Up at the monastery. It was. We figured it was best to take care of the remains of Lucky.
I don't think we should be traveling on land as much as possible. Maybe it's on the. I saw the map. It's on the northern part. Perhaps we could just sail around and wave hello.
That might be the best option.
Aye, all right. So,
Bambara, Elam. Anything?
I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Ambar?
I'm ready to go.
all right, you guys. It's like you guys like there's still chaos going on inside the jungles. Like the liberated ones are fighting the broken ones. It's tooth and claw out there. You'll see someone kind of jump into your path and go to attack you, and then get crushed as a liberated one smashes them into them from the side. And just fighting going on. You guys make it to the boathouse without incident. You see Delphi and Ron kind of pushing out.
Oh, guys, help me push it out.
Somehow Magnus is there with the 4 sheep. You see Magnus get put into the boat. The 4 sheep get cut loose and sent into the forest.
How big of a boat are we talking?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Like
This
the rhino.
boat would not hold Rhino. It is. Hold on, I have boathouse. That's catchy music. I like that. Good job, mate. Yeah, it's gonna hold. It can hold up to. It says 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So.
We have more than that.
Sorry, Ronnie. I'm just messing with you. Get in there.
Okay.
I'm not sure this boat is going to help us all. It's a bit smaller than I imagined.
Yeah, it's a sturdy made vessel, and you know it'll handle the sea a bit, but it's just not practical to hold more than 6. You could probably squeeze somebody on.
Alright, this is awkward.
Delphi kind of looks at Ron. She says, "Well, I'd love to go with you and all, but I don't think I
No,
can.
you're coming with. No, it's not even an argument.
I don't think I can leave them." And as she says that, you see some heads pop up out of the water of the sealmen.
Will you be okay? When will I see you again?
I think so. I don't know.
Never.
Dash this boy's hope.
I like look right at him. Like,
Come on, right there. Okay, but
I like put my back to it.
I just met you.
Meeting you is wonderful, Ron. You're the nicest person I've ever met.
Beep, 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 beep. Like eyes
on.
like well up a bit.
Not being chased anymore.
Okay, well, quickly get into the water, let it go before I get all sad. Like, go.
I was about to say we need a heartbreaking, tender moment.
Yeah, he's got the eyes welling up a
Her
bit.
eyes are welling up too, and she's like, I'll always remember you, Ron.
Ron gives her a big old hug, and then he's like, go.
She hugs you back, and then she gives you a kiss on the cheek
No.
before she
Ron's
dives.
like, I'll never wash this cheek again.
She dives into the water and goes beneath.
Okay, Ron will just look where she dived in and be like, like in kind of shock. Like, oh, it's all real.
Cap
What?
Sunkist is just slowly kind of pushing the boat out.
I like walk up next to Ron and I do that thing your uncle does where you slap the guy on the shoulder too hard and you squeeze the shoulder too hard, you know.
Oh, my back. Oh,
Easy come, easy go, Ronnie.
what?
Good job. Took it like a man. I respect that.
Like the eyes are like welling. Like...
I know.
I keep wanting to say there's more fish in the sea. I mean, seeing where she came from and all. So, I mean, it'll be fine, Ronnie, I think.
Well, I hope so.
All right, let's shove off.
All right. And as you guys shove off, you sail around to the northern side of the island just to check on Singe. He's actually decided to join the monks at the monastery and become one himself after seeing the atrocities that Dr. Fran committed firsthand.
Should we
as an
talk to him?
eyewitness. Yeah, he comes down. He and the monks, couple of monks come down to the elevator. Like, they see you on the other side of the cliffs because they can see the ocean. They come down to the shore.
Okay.
He's got a blue robe on, and he says he's going to join them to help protect the table should Dr. Fran ever come back from his state.
Did you pick up on what's happening to the monks there, Joe?
They're very nice.
They're not alive.
Well, I mean, we all die eventually, and if...
No, these don't.
Oh, well, I mean... I don't want to see anyone that happen to anyone else ever again. I think it should be protected, and I'm getting too old to go sailing anyways. I was thinking about retiring after we dropped you all off at Waterdeep, so... I think I'm going to protect the table.
You're called. Climbs back in the boat.
Okay. He goes back up to the monks, and you all sail off into the distance. The fog that kind of always seemed to kind of be hazy in the distance has cleared. You guys are on open waters. Sailing
Little boat.
in a little boat, sailing who knows where.
Merrick is very uncomfortable at this point.
Oh, Captain Sunkiss seems pretty uncomfortable too, but he looks back at the island and shudders, and he gets a little less uncomfortable looking forward at just water. And where this boat will end up, we will find out next week, as Magnus has announced, I believe my mud treatment is finished, and he starts to unpeel the bandages around himself. That's where we're gonna end our session for today. I know it ran a little long, but we had big boss fight. You guys fought your second Dark Lord of Ravenloft, and you didn't die. You didn't hurt your biggest ally in that fight, so that was real good.
No, Ron just broke his back and lost the girl of his dreams.
I know.
Yeah.
Broken
didn't
hearts, but not broken bodies. So we're gonna go around, tell everybody who you are, where we can find you guys, and we're gonna start with Ron. I know you weren't here for the whole of it, but favorite part, where we can find you.
Sorry about that, but yeah, Shiny Pilot 206, Twitch, here, Twitter, same handle. It's about all I play on is these channels with these fine people, and I have a good, fun time doing it. Yeah, just a good episode, good time. Sorry I wasn't here for all of it. Maybe next time. Should be able to next time to really see all the rest. So yeah, it was fun.
All right, awesome. And what was your favorite part?
I missed a good chunk of it. I think the favorite part then, just for me, for the craziness, was falling flat on his back while trying to cut shield, thinking that would help. That was great. So I love that.
that cracked me up for sure. And now I think Ron's learned. So
I think
he's learned. Maybe we'll see. We'll just see. Magnus unfortunately couldn't be with us here, but this week due to computer problems. But he should hopefully be back with us next week, as he has done his beauty regimen and completed his mud mask. Maybe he can tell everyone what happened to him down in the crypts underneath the monastery. We'll see. So we're gonna move on to Ambara.
Hello, I'm at Nuggetosaurus on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm here on Tuesday nights playing Mists of Ravenloft. And then I am on my own channel Wednesdays through Sundays. My favorite part was... It's kind of weird, because, like, I loved it and hated it at the same time. But when Ambara took Lucky's life, that's going to haunt her for a long time. Yeah, but that was my favorite part. She's pretty traumatized, but hey, Ravenloft, that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Trauma all around.
Yeah, if your characters don't come out of this with severe psychological issues, I've done something wrong as a
Yeah,
dungeon
you're not
master.
playing the game right.
So, I don't know how to segue from psychological issues. So speaking of psychological issues, no. Elam.
Speaking of coming apart mentally, let's meet our ranger character. Yeah, no, today was badass. So I love Merrick finally reaching his tipping point, and kicking some ass, and I loved. I was thinking just since this last week about how you could totally do. It's easy for me to think of this entire thing with Ambara as the main character of it, and she's surrounded by this insanity. And she's like Becky does a thing about 2/3, 3/4 of the way through each one of those shows. I don't know if you've noticed, especially the last couple, where like she's just not taking any shit anymore. And there's this look on her face like, don't fuck with me. And then she goes raining magic, roasting this whole
32
thing.
points of damage.
Which is
After-
insane at level 3.
After euthanizing a guy.
Yeah.
So, like, I just think that Elam is, like, completely blown away by this, total fucking troubled rock star walking around and is, like, just can't even. And we just had this amazing time. And I'm at Travis Bowles, and I'm the producer of WebDM. And tomorrow we're doing a show on Conjuration Magic, which I now have to go finish. I have to do the thumbnail, which means I'm going to download lots of pictures of Satan. The Dark Lord Satan. So I'm so glad that I get to do this. This is my favorite thing of the week. It's just wonderful. Thank you, Lindy, for having me, and all you marvelous people. And fucking Ravenloft, man, kicking some ass. Shot some shit tonight, man. It's good times. Appreciate you.
Excellent, excellent. Merrick Tinpenny.
Hi, I be Merrick Tinpenny, who's also Deception Check, and I play here. Actually, next week I'll be doing Call of Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay at 2 o'clock on Tuesdays with Redundant UK and a few of other amazing players. That'll be my first time playing Call of Cthulhu. I am very excited. I'm also this Friday participating in a special Mouse Guard little short thing we're doing for a couple weeks. I'm gonna be playing Chester, the grumpy old guide. And that'll be a lot of fun. I'll be a mouse. That'll be fun. My favorite thing tonight, actually, I have to go with frickin' ice in her veins. And Bara just, you want to die? Okay, fine. You're dead. All right. I did what you asked. What are you going to do? And then just walks in, Chaos Bolt in the face, melt your face. I am like, Merrick is looking at her like, shit, that's cold. Okay. Okay. All right, I might not want to pick on her too much anymore. I'm going to go pick on Ronnie because he can't even burn a door frame, so I'm safe with him. So I will focus my anger somewhere else.
There's going to be some tweaking of Ron here. Okay,
but there was a good. It was all good. It was all so good. But
That's my favorite line.
Ibarra's the star this week. I have to say that's my thing. So
Loved it.
thank you.
Look, we're gonna tweak Ron. Okay.
Ron's gonna be a tweaker.
We just love
If you say that, he's going to end up twerking instead, and it's just gonna be completely horrible.
Oh
this is
no.
horrible new generation. New generation of wizards. Sorry.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved today's episode. We finished the module Neither Man Nor Beast. This was the epilogue of that. So, congrats, guys, on finishing your second Ravenloft module. We'll be heading into a brand new one next week. Ooh. So that'll be super exciting. You guys will get to be in my. Here's a hint. You get to start off in my favorite terrain in all video games, which means Shiny Pilot probably knows.
Water level.
Maybe.
It's the water level, isn't it?
No, I like water levels. I love a specific level. It's in every freaking video game ever. But anyways, there's your hint. You'll find out next week. Meanwhile, this is my channel, Life Love Lindy. Life Level Indie, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Yes, we do have, starting this Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, a Mouse Guard campaign featuring Mouse 1, Mouse 2, and Mouse 3. All 3 of us are going to be in it, and it's going to be DM'd by Ethan Robot Bear, or Super Robot Bear on Twitter. He's super awesome. It's kind of going to be like a learn by play, as we 3 have never played it before, and so we're going to be learning as we go. I've got some adorable mice. Mine wants to be a pirate. It's great. I can't wait. Also, I'm pretty sure we have Teenagers from Outer Space this weekend. I'm gonna double, triple check on that, though, because chat's been weird. But
I know. I've heard we are,
I've heard we are.
but I'm concerned.
Yeah, same. So, tentatively, hopefully, Teenagers from Outer Space this weekend. So, super awesome, fun times. And
Tune
yeah,
into that. It's hilarious.
yes, it's pretty great. So, that's super fun. I think my favorite part tonight, I had a few favorite parts. I had a favorite moment from everybody tonight. I really liked Ron's little like daring heroics and his little heartbreak. He's experienced his first crush, and I love that he witnessed it. He like, I can't burn it down. She's inside. I loved that. That was so great. So Ron. I loved Ambara's like, all right, let me take you out, no problem, and then just fucking baller at the end, just let me take out like half his HP. Super awesome. I loved Elam at the monastery. Like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Undead?
Yeah.
Say what?
What? And I really liked Merrick's Merrick getting really pissed at his tipping point, and then the subsequent backpedaling. That ensued. I thought this whole episode was great. You guys are amazing. Can't wait to see next week when hopefully we have the whole crew back together and we start our next module, which is really fun and exciting. So it's got a little bit more combat. 'Cause now that I can throw more punches at you guys without like, oh no, I KO'd you on one hit because you're level 1. So level 3 now, I get to throw more stuff at you. But we're gonna wrap up and see you guys next week. So everyone has a fantastic day. I'm going to get the little thingy thing up so that way it's there. Okay, bye.
Bye.